whoever would be. It's cooler than Antarctica's weather would be. Damn, I think my swagger is a weapon to me. And dudes don't count you off the record to me. So don't be stepping to me, trying to shake my hand. I'm already the man, ain't trying to make your band. I feel the fact that I'm real, just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fact that I'm real, just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. 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 You're not really seeing me, dog. Real talk. You feeling whacker than you ever would be. In mind, you think you.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Y'all know it's been a while. Not really a while, but as I told you guys before, I am still in Dallas. And this training, I leave on Tuesday, y'all. I'm so freaking excited to go home. But while I'm on my days off, I definitely want to get into some hot topics. I normally don't do a Real Housewives of Atlanta over here, but I just got to talk about it because there are some things that are going on I want to talk about. Oh, and I just deleted something. What was it? It wasn't something I wanted. But I want to talk about some Real House of Potomac stuff, but then also I want to get into this beef between Tamar and Kandi and Lonnie Love and Nene Leakes. I also want to get into Kelly, one of the new girls from Housewives of Atlanta, and this thing that she's talked about on Watch What Happens Live about Phaedra Parks. And then I also want to talk about Drew Sidora. She sat down with Carlos King, and I want to talk about the interview she did with Carlos King. And just a few things. If you guys haven't watched it, go over and watch the full interview. It was a really good interview that she did with Carlos King. And then I think that's it. I want to talk about Porsha too. Porsha and Shami and the relationship. I want to talk about that as well. All right. So let's go ahead and let's take care of business of the channel before we get started. If you want to join the nation, go ahead and turn on your notifications. Turn them on all so you're notified every time I go live. Like the video, share the video, comment down below. And then also subscribe to the channel, y'all. Okay? And subscribe to the channel and tell somebody else to subscribe to the SoDeb Nation. Okay? Where else could you be besides here? Huh? All right, so do that. Comment down below. If you're in the live, go ahead and comment over here in the chat. We do have a new feature where they can see your actual post in the chat. I mean, on the screen. So I ain't got to put them up no more. So that's pretty dope. I'm learning new stuff on StreamYard as I'm coming back. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this intro, and then let's get started. All right, let's go.
I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair.
All right, y'all, and I am back. All right, so first I want to say what's up to James Hudson. What's up? So Deb and tapped in. I'm tapped in. What's going on to Miss Platinum 2001? What's going on with you? I'm trying to see something. I don't know. This is the first time I use it like at this hotel, y'all. So I know how good my Wi-Fi is. So let me check to make sure I'm good before I keep going. Okay, I can see me. All right, cool. So I want to get into this stuff. First of all, I want to bring this up because I thought this was really I'm happy for her. Let me just pull it up. So our first post is going to be about y'all see here. I go forgetting how to use this again. Hold on. Yes, okay. Katie Ross. As you guys know, she's from Housewives of Potomac. Katie Ross is going back to rehab, and I guess I'm happy and sad at the same time. But she wrote this. She said, "I'd like to thank my ex who told me no matter what and all the way through, he has my back, just like I always had his. This ride ain't easy. I love you, Russell Simmons, Katie vibes. I can do this. I go back to rehab on Tuesday, and I'm very, very proud of myself for asking for help." You know, cheers to Katie for knowing that she needs to go out and get that therapy for herself. And I hate that she's struggling so hard with sobriety, but they do say that sobriety is a lifelong journey, and I definitely send her, nothing but well wishes on her journey. Let's see what the Jasmine Brand says. It says Katie Ross is showing love to someone who's been in her corner through it all, her ex Russell Simmons. The Real Housewives of Potomac alum shared a throwback photo of the two of them and opened up about her next steps in recovery. And I just read that to you guys. This running easy. Katie, who dated Russell years ago and was a main cast member on season 1 of The Real Housewives of Potomac, has been open about her struggles with alcohol abuse in the past. So yeah, wasn't a lot more there, but I love the fact that in the comments it's well wishes. Sobriety's hard. Good luck for her. She was doing well for a while, rooting for her. Why does she keep going back and forth to rehab? This person must not know that it's a lifelong journey. No judgment. I just pray Katie makes it to the other side. Addiction is a sickness not cured overnight, and that's true. Just the comments in that conversation to me were amazing, and I just thank God that Katie knows, and thank God she has Russell Simmons to like really back her into going and getting help for that. So, drop down in the comments if you want to send Katie some love. I definitely tagged her in the description, so hopefully she will be able to see it. Let's move on to the next part. Now, this next part is some shit. Okay, so y'all know Nene Leakes has her new show, right? And her last guest was Tamar. Well, Tamar came on with all the smoke for Kandi, and I don't understand what the beef is with Tamar at this point with Kandi. I feel like she keeps apologizing and then pissing Kandi off and then apologizing and then doing more to Kandi. Like, do you like the girl or not? I don't understand what the problem is. But for whatever reason, she keeps on doing the same stuff over and over and over again. And it's like it's insanity, It's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting the same result and expecting a different result. Ma'am, the lady don't like you no more. Okay, she don't like you no more. But let's get into what happened over here with Tamar and Nene Leakes on a Nene Leakes show. Okay. We're gonna start with Lonnie Love. Okay. Tamar Braxton faces backlash for body shaming Lonnie Love with big bad Cadillac comments. Okay. Now, when she was doing this, I'm like, now weren't you just crying on that stage about them calling you a Muppet? That was you, right? That was Tamar. Was crying about being called a Muppet. And now you calling this lady Big Back Cadillac. Now, she would be mad if Lonnie Love went on to call her a Maybach or a drop top. Because baby, this wig is way back on yonder. So, and y'all gonna see it in a minute, but I just don't understand. Let's read some of the comments of the folks that are upset with Tamar about this backlash she's getting from Big Back Cadillac. Here we go. So this person says, now if Lonnie Love says something because Lonnie is a comedian and drags Tamar to the depths of hell, Tamar better not come on Beyonce's internet crying, acting like a victim, and claiming she want to be left alone, and she doesn't bother anybody because she is definitely bothering Lonnie Love. She is, and I'm agreeing with Rachel. She don't come over here with us to us with this. Dr. Ray Cunningham says, now why would Tamar call Lonnie Love Big Back Cadillac on Nene's internet show? And you can tell I don't know if Nene was uncomfortable or it was funny to her. Because, I mean, the comment was funny, but then it was also like offensive at the same time. So you didn't know what to say. And then it was Tamar. So you don't know how to take it. Daria Kisa says, you can tell Tamar has nothing going on still be dragging Lonnie Love over the Real. How long ago was the Real canceled, y'all? How long ago was that? That bar once a month, y'all get on here and laugh at Lonnie's reactions to Tamar crying about getting called a Muppet. So I don't see an issue here. Now, that bar might be right a little bit, just a little bit. Let's see what some more of the comments say that they're saying. Okay, here we go. Sammy says, I really wish Lonnie would just let loose on Tamar's ass one good time. She's too bold in attacking looks, knowing how fragile she is about hers. She's too bold in attacking looks, knowing how she feels. I got you. And that's true what he's saying. Tamar is very fragile about how she look, but don't mind talking about how somebody else look. Because the reality is Lonnie can lose the weight. That hairline's still gonna be way back on Calvary. That's just the facts. Hair crosses. Tamar is 40-year-old woman carrying on like this, but everyone else is the issue. She is truly and utterly miserable and such a nasty spirited woman. It looks like that people are getting fed up with Tamar, and I am too. You know, I don't like this. Don't make me want to listen to Tamar's music. I don't even want to watch the Braxton's Family Value or any of this. All these years later, and Tamar continues to blame Lonnie when it's her nasty spirit and attitude is why folks at the Real, her sister's ex-husband and 2 ex-fiancés don't want to deal with her. Spoke a word here. A word was spoken. A real word was spoken in that comment. Bucci is the name, says Tamar Kalani Love Big Bad Cadillac has me yelling. I think I follow him. Throatus Nancy Reagan says Lonnie has more experience in shows of that nature. I like how Nene didn't add to that nasty comment. Tamar needs therapy, but if I was Lonnie, I would add to the Muppet allegations, and I would oh baby, she would be everything underneath the sun. Tamar wouldn't know what to do. Let's hear what has. I think this was
asked to be on the Real.
Oh, so this is Nene talking about how she was asked to be on the Real before Lonnie was, and apparently there was some mix up of who was supposed to be the on the cast of the Real. Was it Lonnie or was it Nene? But Nene said she turned it down because she was doing Housewives of Atlanta. So then here comes Big Bad Cat. I mean, here comes Lonnie, and it was kind of funny because Tamar said Big Bad Cadillac so many times that Nene forgot that her name was Lonnie and said it. But let's watch it and see how this goes.
And this was in the beginning of the process of them casting. I think it was, I'm sure it was Tamar and the other girls, but I was asked to be one of the first girls when the show first originally started. I had the contract, and I ended up not doing the Real, and they ended up casting Lonnie Love. Y'all know y'all would have liked me first. I'm just kidding. I was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, so I just did not do the Real. But Tamar ultimately did the Real, and I remember so well talking.
I wish they would have told me.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember talking to Tamar. I remember talking to you, and you said this to me, like they had casted all of you guys, and you were like, we're all going out to dinner. I believe all y'all went to like Mr. Chow.
Because Vince.
Yeah, y'all all went together to Mr. Chow to kind of like, just make sure that you guys were friends and sisters and you guys had the same vision and all that. You produced on there as well.
I did.
Wow.
And creating the show. So we was at the Beverly Hills Hotel. That's Vince's other place.
And it's funny how she talks about how she has all this pull and, I wish she would have told me why, Tamar. You couldn't even keep your own damn self on the show. So what would you have done if Nene would have told you she wasn't coming? Because she said she wasn't coming because she had to do Housewives of Atlanta. Now Tamar said that they built a show around her, and I don't really remember the story about why the Real was made. But she said they built the show because she wanted her own talk show. But they told Vince that she would have to be there every day, and Vince said absolutely not. So they built a cast around Tamar, and that's how they got Jeannie Mai, they got Tamara, and apparently Lonnie Love was not a part of the original lineup, but it was they had asked Nene Leakes, and Nene Leakes turned it down, and then they got Lonnie Love. What's going on, sis, in the chat? Hey Barb, y'all make sure you go follow Barb Meets World One of my good sis. She has really great content. She covers like all these reality TV shows. Let's talk to the other one. Says Tamar is the reason I never wanted to watch the Braxtons. She never loved Vince to me. She never loved Vince at all, and she's the reason why I don't want to watch it either. It's just too much to watch at one time. You know, we have our own stuff going on in our own personal lives, like our own personal trauma, and watching Tamar go through hers live on television, I just don't want to watch it. So yeah, and then the way she treated Tracy, I that was another reason why I didn't want to watch it too.
Place.
Yeah.
And I had a meeting with Telepictures,
Nice.
and they wanted to explore doing the Tamar Braxton talk show.
Okay. We're talking to Tamar. I remember talking to you, and you said this to me, like they had casted all of you guys, and you were like, we're all going out to dinner. I believe all y'all all went together to Mr. Child to kind of like, you know.
Had a meeting with Telepictures,
Nice.
and they wanted to, and that's something, it's still a big dream of mine, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I had the Braxtons, I had Tamar and Vince, I had Love and War, and that was.
Would y'all watch the Tamar Braxton talk show?
Gone crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, well, you're gonna have to be here every day, and Vince was like, absolutely not.
No.
So
Are they replaying
and we went from there, and we did we had a lot of what's the name of it?
Well, that's that part. I have another one. Let's see. Hold on. Let's share this tab. Let's see if this is any different.
Them casting, I think it was. I'm sure it was Tamar and the other girls, but I was asked to be one.
So we was at the Beverly Hills Hotel. You know, that's Vince's other place.
That's what we just watched. So yeah, that's that with that. So now I want to get in. So I'm just saying I feel like now if Lonnie Love come on, because I don't know if y'all can see this wig that she got on top of her. It looked like it looked like if I had laid a napkin on my head like this. Hold on. See if I can see myself. Like this. Tamar's hairline is like way, way back here. Now, if Lonnie Love came on to call her a drop top or a Maybach, I took the top off the Maybach. Now, would Lonnie be wrong for calling her that since she a big back Cadillac? I just don't think that Tamar be having room to be throwing out all this shade to people like this. I feel like it's not right. What's going on to Norris in the chat? Hey, so they've been chat. No, barely watched the Edge's Muppet Pie. I couldn't watch her. She's just too much for me. What's going on to Nikki in the chat? Yeah, so it's a no for me too. It's a no for me. I wouldn't watch it. Okay. So then so after this whole thing, then they go over to Nene. I mean to Kandi. And I'm like, this is like too bitter. Y'all know what the word I want to use is. Getting together and be bitter together. And Nene wasn't really saying a lot, so I didn't know how to take Nene in this space. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all see it? Two peas in a pie. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know how to take Nene in this space because she wasn't saying nothing, but she was a human and a he and a who and a human. You know what I mean? And the facial expression that she was a facial parking us. So it says Tamar with the message for Kandi. We don't have a problem with you. Who is we? Because I don't think that Nene asked her to speak up for her at this point at all. I don't think Nene has a problem with speaking for herself. We are not jealous of you, but you got to be a better person. It's not fair to the other people following our careers, knowing that you are doing things behind the scenes, knowing that you are lying on people. Let's listen to it, y'all.
Kandi, what's your problem?
Kandi, if you're watching it, if you know you're watching, the thing is this.
Just like she gonna be watching if Kandi was on talking about her ass. And see, that's my thing. Like, you can't throw shade when the shade will be thrown back at you. Don't throw the rock unless you'll be hit you in the head with the rock and pick it up and throw it back at your ass.
We don't have an issue with you.
And
we're not jealous.
The question, well, hold on.
Of you.
The question was, What is your problem? Nene asked her, what was your problem with Kandi? So then she started speaking in we, like, who the fuck is we? Are we in France? Tamar and Nene look very pale. The interview with Tamar and Latasha, Nene is swinging. Ooh, is she? For what? Kandi looks much better than Nene and Tamar. Listen, in real life too. Let's keep going.
We actually celebrate your success. No,
you don't celebrate her success, though. You don't. This shows that you don't.
Seriously, but you got to be a better person.
How about you be a better person, Miss Muppet? How about you be a better person, Miss? How about you be a better Muppet, puppet? If Lonnie could be a cat, big back Cadillac, Miss Muppet sat on a tuppet, letting her wig slide away. Girl, no.
And the reason why you got to be a better person is because it's not fair to the people who have been following our careers, knowing that you are doing things behind the scenes, knowing that.
And the thing is, when she gets to the show, I'm sorry that I keep on, I might have to replay it for y'all. The thing is, when she said that they have been following our careers. Well, let's talk about Tamar's career, because what was the name of that first album that she had? Let's look it up. Google. You know, Google's our best friend over here. Tamar Braxton first album. Tamar Braxton's first album sales, it was called Tamar, sold 38,000 copies in its first week, according to Wikipedia. Oh, what are we talking about? They've been following your career knowing you've been a damn flop, ma'am. The only reason why people listen to your music is because you had the reality show, and these younger people like that messy stuff and that fast talking, and the reasons you got from the gays that you're giving out. And then you could sing at the same time. But you could sing before nobody gave a damn. You were just Tony's backup singer, bam. So yes, they may have been following your careers, but maybe you are a better person. The real will still be on television. You probably could have still stayed on the show. You wouldn't have to keep on apologizing to Kandi every 5 minutes either. Okay? There's a lot of things that you need to fix before you start telling Kandi what she needs to fix. I'm in confusion. What's going on, Rick? I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Deb, Tamar can sing her ass off, but her messiness overshadows all of that. I agree. I totally agree.
You are lying on people.
No,
it's not fair. It's not fair.
It's not fair for y'all to sit there and talk shit about this lady who's not there.
Because we like you, we cheerlead for you.
You don't like her, you don't cheerlead for her.
Y'all got black love. You know,
and they do have black love, and y'all shit on that too.
We're happy for you. It has nothing to do with that. But for you to deliberately use the public's opinion to manipulate them into thinking that people are really coming after you when we're not.
Can y'all put in a chat if Kandi has made a comment that made you feel like Tamar was a bad person? Put a 1 in the chat for that. Put a 2 in the chat if you just thought Tamar looks bad. She makes her own self look bad. Let me put a 2 in the chat for my own damn self, because I've never seen Kandi talk about her that made me feel like Tamar was a bad person. I always watch Tamar talk shit and be mean to her sisters, her friends, whoever was around her, Vince, shit, anybody that she could be mean to. It was never Kandi. I put my own damn 2 in the chat. Nikki giving me a 2. Anybody else in the chat? Has it been, was it Kandi or was it Tamar? I think she needs to look in the mirror and have some self-reflection on what the real problem is, because the problem is not Kandi. Miss Platinum 2001 gives me a 2. We ain't got a 1 yet. Kandi responds to Tamar's BS, and we're gonna get into that in just a second. And as she should, though. I mean, y'all sitting there talking shit about me. I'm not even around. I ain't been thinking about you. I'm over here working. Y'all on the internet talking shit about me. Like, I don't understand.
That's not right. And for you to sit back and because you have the public's opinion, because it's so easy, because of the character you have created on Housewives and things like that, to fall into that, that's not fair. Because you know I didn't do nothing to you.
We all have watched you do shit to her. And you know who can have this conversation, though, is Lonnie Love. Boo. Lonnie Love could come on the internet and say the same shit you said about Kandi, about you. And Lonnie would have every right to say that because she don't come on talking shit about you. You do the same thing to Kandi that you do to Lonnie. There's a pattern, and you are the common denominator, Tamar. It doesn't matter about what goes on behind the scenes. In the public eye, all we see is you spazzing out. I wish Nene wouldn't have been on here and agreeing with you because now you done dragged her into your shit. But the reality of the situation is we don't see her come on talking shit about you. You always come on the internet talking shit about her and Lonnie and whoever else. Nikki says Kandi has yet to respond to Muppet's interview with Casket Chardonnay. She actually did. We're gonna play it in a minute. Let's finish listening to this.
I apologized to that girl in that conversation 15 times.
Then you want to talk about her restaurant right after that, Tamar. Like, let's be real.
I would love to sit down with Kandi.
And Kandi probably will sit down when you need to talk to her.
Well, I'm not sitting down with her until she tells the people.
I would love to sit down with Kandi.
I'm not because it's
I
not
said
fair.
I would love to sit down.
Oh, that's
with
great.
Kandi.
I'm not sitting down until she says, "Hey, party people, I lied."
Now you know what the funny thing is. The funny thing is Tamar probably gonna really sit at home and wait on this. She better call Natasha Scott because Kandi ain't gonna say a mother thing. Tamar gonna sit there and hold her breath until she passed away. Because Kandi ain't listen. Ask Natasha Scott. That man can hold a grudge, and she will hold it in silence and in peace. Y'all tuning in late. Drop down in the comments what you guys think. Let's move on to Kandi Burruss responding to this. Because the way that Kandi responds to things, I love it. It's the classiness for me. It's the classiness for me. Okay.
The Billy Goat saying I can't sing. But for me, I'm looking at it like, I mean, she's an amazing singer, but for you to sing so great and the only time people really want to talk about you is because you beefing with me, then that's a problem. Sis, I think you need to be working on promoting your music, not promoting your drama with me. Wait a minute. She got a whole new single out. Y'all need to please talk about her for that. I'm the promotion team. Please talk about her for that and not talk about her because she beefing with me. Oh, and this is another thing. Okay, back to the part about my husband. This is the part that really almost made me do a full speak on it where I was like,
Ooh.
Me and my non-singing ass gonna keep on saying bitch. When she said the thing online about my husband must be abusing me and all of this stuff, trying to make him seem like he does physical abuse, like I've been like as if I'm in an abusive relationship. I was like, what? That is not anything that you're supposed to play with.
But it's Tamar though. She doesn't understand boundaries, and she also doesn't understand what a real relationship is because she had a good man. I think Vince was a great man to Tamar. I don't lie. I don't give a damn what nobody says. I think that Vince was a great man to be able to put up with Tamar and all that shit that she got going on in her head, all this fast talking, all this stuff, these assumptions she have going on. Everybody hate her like she's under attack all the time, and nobody's attacking her. So to me, Vince was an amazing man. That's a savior. God sent that man for her, and she fumbled it. So
He calling me a Billy Goat saying I can't sing.
Yeah, they call Kandi Billy Goat, but again, that's what she's a multi-million-dollar Billy Goat. Okay. Drop down the comments, guys. Okay, let's move on to this next part and this part is a little bit of shade to Tamar because let me tell y'all something. This man got up on this stage. This is not new. This is old. But Miss Bam got up on the stage and she started dancing. And let me tell you something here. Don't throw stones, ma'am, because what is this? What is this? What is this, honey? What is this, honey? And she got there, thought she was hitting this shit. Go sit down. Tamar, have a seat. And she even went into the comments. 3 years old and I'm still on tour, so God is good. Man, anybody goes to the circus. Okay? Anybody will come to a circus. Now, I'm not hating the music and the singing. The singing is amazing. But these dance moves, baby, ain't no music playing right now. And look, you looked up food. What the hell is she doing? Even Muppet Sisters can't deal with her. They cannot. Shit. I cannot. Okay. I think that's the end of our Tamar, Kandi, Nene, and then I was call her Big Bad Cadillac and Lonnie Love situation, y'all. Okay. So let's move over to the housewives currently. Okay. What the fuck is she doing? I'm sorry. That's dancing is insane. Let's move over to the new cast. So have you guys been watching the new season of Atlanta? Of course, I haven't really been talking about Atlanta a lot. Really, if I wasn't in out of town at this training, I probably would have reviewed Atlanta this season because I'm actually really liking this season. I love me some Kelly. I love Shamia, and I do love why that girl's name slipped my mind. Oh my God. Not Britt. What's the other one? Oh my God, her name is in my mind. Hold up. Angela. I love me some Angela. Okay. I think that Angela, Kelly, and Shamia bring a new light to this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm really enjoying watching it. It's very lighthearted. The only thing that I do wish is that Kenya was here. I think that Kenya would have added so much more to it. Like she would have kind of been the icing on the cake. I love how Cynthia comes in and she's kind of like big sister to this. But also, I could just see the role that Kenya would have played this season with her and Porsha in full circle. Maybe it would not have been so much of Porsha and Shamia fighting and like destroying their friendship. Well, Porsha destroying their friendship so much on the season. But I want to get into Kelly was on to Watch What Happens Live, and I kind of stopped liking her a little bit. Okay. Andy asked Kelly what she thinks it says Kelly thinks that Phaedra is a more iconic piece than Kandi. Porsha felt salty about Shamia getting a peach, Britt Edie's biggest lie her entire life, and Porsha is at fault for her friendship fallout with Shamia. There's no way possible that Phaedra is a more iconic than Kandi. I'm sorry. I know that she's probably excited because she's on the show and she has time to spend with Phaedra, but ain't no way possible that Phaedra, she's more iconic liar, a deceiver. She's iconic for being dangerous. But for the show, I don't see that. And I always said, you can go to any of my old lives. Y'all give Phaedra way too much. She had one good read about a box of pizza that somebody gave to her. And now all of a sudden she can read people down. Y'all cannot name any good reads that Phaedra's had outside of that box of pizza read that she gave to Ken that somebody gave to her. And that wasn't a good read. So, but let's listen to what she had to say and let's talk about it.
More iconic Atlanta peach, Phaedra or Kandi?
Oh my God, is this what?
And I hate this outfit. I hate this outfit. Have you ever been to Miami on the nude beach? And I'm sure they have it on all the regular beaches. But you know the cabana that they have? It looks like that's what she has on her head in orange. It looks like she has on like a cabana. I don't like this.
Now, wait a minute. I'm going to go with Phaedra.
Okay, how do you think Porsha?
I wish Annie would have said why. Like, what was the reasoning for why she said Phaedra? Are they friends on the show now? It's because she met. I would like to know why she said Phaedra.
Really felt about Shamia getting a peach this season?
I feel like she just felt as salty as the
Oh,
the
really?
season on my chicken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think
Oh, yikes. I just saw these. I felt the season on my chicken. Yikes.
she was happy.
well, she didn't show it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a little. I don't know. Maybe it's their friendship taking on a new role.
Okay.
But yeah,
We'll talk about it at the
Porsha
reunion.
looked
Okay.
I don't think that Phaedra's happy that Shamia is on the show at all because I feel like Shamia is taking away the light that Porsha thought she was going to get because she came back as Porsha Williams and not LaGuardia or LaGuardia, whatever that man's last name is. I think that's why she thought she would come on and have the fabulous life that Shamia has. Only to find out that that's not what she has. She's divorced, and the man is shading her on the internet and won't let her film in the house. She can't do shit. So yeah, I think that's what she thought she may be able to compete with Shamia this season. Only to find out that wasn't the truth.
What's the biggest lie Britt has said on camera this season?
her entire life.
Now the way she just ate Britt up, and that's her friend. The biggest lie that Britt has told on this season, and she said her entire life. That's a lie, ma'am. That was your friend. You know, that was your girl. That's your man's in there, right? There's no loyalty on this cast at all. You know, there's none.
Oh, yeah. After her comments on Watch What Happens Live, who do you think is more at fault in their friendship fallout, Porsha or Shamia?
I think we're gonna go with the Porsha.
Okay. Do you think Charles loves Angela as much as she loves Charles?
I don't know if
And see, I don't like this. I'm gonna talk about this too, y'all. Sorry because I don't review the show, but I do want to talk about this. Charles need to start showing love to Angela on the show because it looks like he does not love her, and people are gonna start talking eventually about how he responds to her. It's almost like Ralph and Drew a little bit, like the way that he responds to her. She's like, "Yo, I'm in love with you." He's like, I guess. Oh, baby, you know, I was in love that time. We had this romantic time. It was okay. Like, he don't really give her the love that it feel like they should have in a relationship, or I don't know. It just seems really cringeful to me. I feel like she deserves a little bit more, a lot of it more than what she's getting from him on the show. If he doesn't want to film, just do the same shit that Shamia's man is doing, and don't show the fuck up on the damn cameras. But like, don't embarrass that lady like that.
they love each other as much as 24 karat gold maple syrup loves the waffles.
Okay. You are
That
saying
was hard
no.
to watch when she was like,
Oh, she shouldn't have sent them on a waffles. Ain't that restaurant? Never mind.
"They think you don't love me," and it was crickets. I was like, "Babe, now's the time for you to say you're my woman,"
Right,
right?
right.
And he didn't do
Stick
it.
beside her.
I will say he filmed a lot with her this season, which to me was a show of support.
Okay, if you say so.
Okay. Drew, on a scale from 1 to 10, how likely is it that Drew's music will play for PJ's college?
We're gonna go with the 1.
Okay.
Now that's not true. Now, I don't know if y'all heard Drew's album. Drew's album is really good. She had this song called Delusional. You must be delusional. That song is actually they played it on the episode this week. Drew's album is really nice. Listen, I'm gonna call that man Ralph. Porsha's baby daddy. Put him back in the studio with Drew again for the next album because they did great work together. I will say this: I have never listened to a Housewives music like I'm listening to Drew's. Candace was old, like no one can compete with Drew's music. There's a housewife at all. Drew's album is really nice. If y'all haven't heard it, listen to it. And start with Delusion. No, I do it every morning before I go to class. I love Drew's album.
Not my girl Drew.
Who's the more iconic Atlanta?
Yeah, so that's Kelly. Maybe she's just trying to be funny. I don't know. I don't like her responses to a lot of this stuff. So drop down in the comments and know what you guys think about the stuff that Kelly said. Who's more iconic? Kandi or Phaedra? Some of these comments, Phaedra is more iconic, is a more iconic peach, but Candy's more iconic. There's a difference. Okay, I'm with this person. The Philip Jordan. Excuse me. She is correct though. We aren't talking about Housewives outside of Housewives as far as the show goes. Phaedra is more iconic. Phaedra wasn't even a housewife long enough to be iconic. I want to know what did y'all drop down the comment? What did Phaedra do that was iconic besides that stupid ass read? What was it? She lied about a pregnancy. Apollo went back to jail. The read. what did Phaedra do on Housewives that was so iconic? I want to know. IDK, I really don't think Charles doesn't love her. Like I said before, he's just very old school. Everyone is so used to people confirming to social beliefs, but he reminds me of a lot of older men. The don't gotta ask me if I love you because you know I paid the bills and keep you kept. So that should say it mentally. And they weren't really big in PDA either. So that's I can see what she's saying. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired of seeing Kelly talk about Porsha. Oh gosh, she's like a Porsha billboard. I do think Porsha is more Phaedra is more iconic housewife, but Kandi is a bigger star overall. Kelly wasn't wrong in anything she said. What is she iconic for? She's iconic for telling a lie. That ain't a housewife iconicness. She's iconic for almost destroying a fucking lady's life. I don't know. Let's move on, y'all, because this one made me upset. I want to move over to Drew. If you are tuning in, if you're here now, or if you're tuning in late, drop down in the comments. Put a 1 in chat if you love Drew more this season. Put a 2 in chat if you really don't care. I am loving me some Drew this season. Drew has really come. First of all, Drew is so beautiful. This is not the one what I want to show, but I do love this outfit too that she has. She looks beautiful right here too. But when she sit down with Carlos King, she just looks so good, y'all. Like I love me some Drew. And I think I had a lot of appreciation for Drew because of the game as well. I hated her because of it, but I was happy she came because I was a big Drew Sidora fan. I know Drew Sidora. I said Drew Sidora. When she was on the game, I loved that. I loved her character until she cheated with Derwin. Then I hated her. But I love to be able to see this Drew, the confidence one. I feel like, what is it? It's her. Oh, then not Brandy. Jennifer Williams on Basketball. Growing some confidence this season on both shows, Basketball and what's going on to Dina Grant in the building? Hey, boo. All right, so Drew, Shamia emotionally breaks down and says she's happy with life. Sorry, hold on, y'all. Shamia emotionally breaks down and it says she's happy with the life she's living off camera. Kelly gives Shamia a powerful speech and reveals that Shamia was willing to not do the show again to make Porsha comfortable. This is how you know Porsha's not a good friend. Why would you set your friend up for this? Look, here go Jamie. Let's go, Jamie. Y'all make sure y'all follow Jamie. That's me on YouTube as well. And go over there on Instagram. Follow her too. Jamie's amazing. Let's hear this.
You okay? Yeah. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. Even I didn't want to do this for the longest time because I was like, I was really like, well, can I tell you something? That this is her space, I just wanted it to be okay. Like, this is her thing. I'm happy with the life I'm living off camera, But I'm not doing this. Share that life.
She shouldn't have to feel that way though. Like I hate that for her. Like she's really sad and crying because Porsha's making her feel bad because she's getting a light this season. Ma'am, you don't have a storyline. Simon canceled your shit. That's not Shamia's fault. Take that up with Simon. Or you should have stayed with that man for the entire season. But you thought you were going to go through a divorce, win all his money. But ma'am, guess what? It backfired on you. That's not Shamia's fault.
I thought we could show people how great our friendship is.
They could have been a freaking frack. They could have been a Jennifer and Evelyn. They could have been a Malaysia and a Brandy. They could have been a Porsha and a Phaedra. But Porsha ain't a good friend. Nene Leakes said it best. You're a bad friend, Porsha.
I hate to tell you, even when we had that conversation the other day, and it's like, I think you said to me, you were like, if I don't have to do the show again, so she could be comfortable. Let me tell you something. This is your authentic life. You have a purpose. Giving your all about Shiloh. Giving your all about your marriage. Giving your all about your businesses. Giving your all about what your life looks like with IVF. You're giving people Shamia. You are that mother girl. Imagine being in a competition with somebody you don't even know you compete with.
I want a friend like Kelly. I'm sorry. Build me up. Build me up when I'm in my down spaces. Porsha should be doing this. Her friend from elementary school should be doing what Kelly is doing. You're a bad friend, Porsha. You're a bad friend. This is sad to watch that she's like this sad about the fact that she came on this show with her friend. Because who I would like, let me tell you something. I was on a show and I was the main person, the last person, and my friend came on. My best friend will definitely overdo me because he's an extrovert. I'm an introvert. I would never dim his light or try to dim. I would never want him to dim his light for me. That's insane.
Sorry, guys. I had to do a little power speech. I might as well have a little touch up. Can I have a little touch up while I can?
Kelly did that. Yeah, send me a. Well, I guess I have one, but like my best friend, my best friend do this. This is my best friend and me. He would do this for me.
Now coming to the stage, Shamia, Mr. Shamia Mwangi. You okay? Yeah.
That is so sad. Like Porsha should feel like shit. I'm sorry. She probably at home just like unbothered. Meanwhile, her friend is over here just depressed and sad. Porsha ain't shit. That's why. And I don't see anything better coming when Phaedra come on the show either. I'm dreading to see what happens next week on the show. So I might come on just talk shit about Phaedra next week because all she's gonna do was, oh, there was a I think it was the interview with Kelly, and I don't know what's that. I'm about to find later on, but she talked about Phaedra coming on the show. She said, I mean, we did all the work when she came on the show, so I mean, she really did that shit. Basically, there was a lot of shade from Kelly for Phaedra. And basically, she was saying she came over there from that Married to Medicine show. She ain't do shit over there. She ain't do shit over here either. We were already done when she got here. She just hummed it hard. So don't expect much from Phaedra when she comes on to the show from Married to Medicine back over here to Housewives of Atlanta. That's all I'm saying. Now, drop down a couple of notes you guys think. Let's move over here to Drew Sidor and Carlos King. Okay. Y'all, Drew looks so beautiful over here with Carlos King. I'm glad that she's like getting out. I know a lot of this for promotion for her album. She should have had an album the first season, so she would have done all this because I love this Drew. And go watch the whole thing over on Carlos King's channel. I just want to pull up a few clips that I see on RHOA. This one is Drew says that she doesn't think Britt is a good fit for the Royals of Atlanta and wants to see Kenya return. Let's watch.
Interrogating Britt, me, the gays, the theys, the women, the men, we were all like, you are like an official meme.
Wow.
Right now. Because you were asking the right questions. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Britt in general? Do you think she is somebody you would be friends with?
Honestly, Britt, I just don't see it for her.
I don't think a lot of us do, Drew. And I'm so glad that you're honest and just telling us the truth of what it is. A lot of us don't see it for her. She came onto the show wrong. And even if she comes back next season, like even her friend on the show came in with her and they falling out. So like if you get a next season, who trusts you? Porsha. And if Porsha trusts you, we all know that's only to level up Porsha. If you're not leveling her, like if you're not building her up and being her lapdog, then she don't want you there. So you're going to be by yourself. But let's keep going.
Here, I think she's better maybe for like a rags to riches type.
And I can see rags to riches like go over to like Love and Hip Hop. I don't remember, what does her husband do? I can see her like a not even basketball. I can see her on like a Bad Girls Club, Love and Hip Hop, Flavor of Love, something like that. It's not the platform for her.
Show, but Housewives. Nah.
Mm-mm.
Nah, no.
Mm.
I think that, you know, she she just doesn't want to live in her truth. As we see all these allegations around her husband and their marriage and then her.
That laugh that Drew just gave out says a whole hell of a lot.
And then, you know, she's just not that girl. You know, I think she's beautiful.
She's not that girl, and she's right. She is beautiful. If she stopped talking like this, because I'm so sick of her running to blow her nose. Every time we had to hear, she's like, "Well, I'm just trying to say." She said she's. I didn't say I was going to pull out a poll. I said she wasn't even around, and she embarrassed me at her hair salon. I'm sick of hearing it every week. I really am.
I would never take that away from her, and I thought that we could, you know, after our sit down. But no, it's a no for me. I think that she's just not a.
It's a no for me as well.
Good fit for this circle of girls. I don't think she displays the integrity and the honesty and the truthfulness. And she just has a lot going on in her past. And her and her husband.
Now, what's going on with the husband? Because I haven't. What's going on in the husband's past? I need to find that out.
Her and she. You know what I mean? Like, they just have a lot going on. And I just don't think that they are the most transparent. I think they throw a lot of stones and hide their hands. And she's just very argumentative. You know what I mean? Like, she just comes across.
And the arguments would be for no reason. Like, it's just like random. Like, she just opens up a door of arguments. And we're like, where did this come from? Are you okay?
Very angry. I think that in the Kenya situation, threatening somebody with a weapon, like she did. It just, I've never dealt with anything like that, you know, coming to work and feeling like
a lot of us haven't.
Someone is just so calm and comfortable throwing around pistol and weapons and the threats that she did. And so I feel like, although I've said.
But then she lied, though, after that, saying that she lost her license for her insurance company or whatever the hell it was she had. Like, the lady is that lady is insane.
At a time and time again, I don't agree with how Kenya handled it. I just feel like there needed to be a conversation, a reprimanding, so to speak, about that behavior.
Would you like to see Kenya return to the show?
Absolutely.
Yes. So much so, I was inviting her to scenes with me. Like, girl,
as you should.
Come on, girl, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, this is our real.
When you were.
As she should have. And I can see Drew doing that. That's why I'm falling in love with Drew this season. Basically, what Drew said to Brett is, girl,
you need to leave.
You need to leave, but we don't want you over here. You don't belong over. You can't sit with us, okay? Shout out to Drew Sadora. This is Drew's best season. It really is. I love Drew. But you know what's crazy, Norris? Remember after Porsha divorced the gay man? She started becoming, it was her best season after that too. So who knows? Maybe maybe Drew's stepping into something that we don't know. I'm gonna say right now, hands down, Drew has the best album from a cast member from Housewives right now. I'm telling you that. If y'all have not listened to Drew's album, go listen to it. All right. Let's move over to Carlos King some more with Drew Sidora. Now he asked Porsha, he asked Drew what would be her dream cast. You guys can drop down in the comments, let me know. If you're tuning in late, drop down in the comments, let me know, what would your dream cast be for Housewives of Atlanta? I'm gonna play Drew's and I'll tell you guys mine. Oh, sorry. Supposed to be this one. Sorry, y'all.
You have been on the show for like, is it 5?
This is my 4th season.
This is your 4th season. Yeah. Who would you like to be on a cast with? Like, who is the dream cast that Drew Sidora would want to surround herself with?
Oh my God, this is hard.
And this is a really hard question because they have had some really hard hitters on Housewives of Atlanta, to be honest. And there's a cast that could exist if we're adding friends of the show. The only thing I would say is that, and people might not like this, is that some of our OGs would have to be friends of in order for this to ride, because if we want the longevity of the show, they have to start pushing these new girls into position. Let's hear what Drew's saying.
See, definitely Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
So we were just talking about Kenya. Nene.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I think of Atlanta Housewives, I think of Nene. And when I see Nene, I'm like, Atlanta Housewives. So definitely Nene. At this point, bring back Sheree. Listen, Sheree and I.
Now, Drew must be smoking. I don't know what Drew's on with that, because ain't no damn way. Don't bring Sheree back. Ever.
Sheree and I have had our moments, but there were times where I was like, oh, hell, just come.
Sheree is like a Phaedra to me. Like, what did she bring to the show? She never can tell the truth. Her and Phaedra are the biggest liars that has ever crossed the damn threshold of Housewives of Atlanta. They just sit there and they can never get their story straight for anything.
Come back, and we have text and
really
we have.
You and Sheree are texting.
We have text. I'm not gonna.
Okay, you have text.
We have text.
Okay.
And through mutual friends, we have communicated. There is, I think just with what we had going on at the time, it wasn't so far gone that we couldn't be in the space that we're in now. And I do respect who she has been on the show, who she is. And I miss our going back and forth. So I'm not going to lie.
I don't miss Sheree on the show at all. Like, there's never been a season where Sheree was on the show, was like, she came on and she left. I was like, damn, I miss Sheree. There's never been one season that I miss Sheree. I'm sorry. It has not, like, literally, if they would stop missing Sheree, I would forget she was on the show. Thank you, Norris. Sheree can stay off the show. She really can. Like, I really can get less about Sheree and anything. She has not, like, y'all talking about people having to build a storyline. Sheree's storyline be going and picking up shit from other people's shit, to find out some shit that don't happen. The saddest thing that I would say that I ever watched with Sheree was dating Tyrone. This is when I knew Sheree had nothing else to do. Sheree would have dated that man in prison. The man came out of prison and then ghosted the fuck out of her. And Sheree was sitting there crying. She stayed after a cast trip, waiting on outside of him for like an ice cream shop or some shit, for a man was never going to show up. That maybe the man's out of jail now. Tyrone was saying all the things that you wanted to hear because he was locked up, boo. But he's out. He's free. He's not going to be locked up, which she done gave the man the basement and the chateau. Where's Drew's song at? You must be delusional. Delusional. Okay.
I really,
But y'all, this seems so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Last season's reunion, because you and her have first chair.
Yeah.
And the back and forth between the two of you were so funny. I was texting Sheree like, I am enjoying this. Like, it was so funny to me. So the fact that you can even say, like, look, we had our issues, but when I look back on, like, what's great for the show, like, Sheree's great for the show.
Yeah, Sheree and I wrote next to each other 2 reunions.
We spent a long time on Sheree, and we should be moved past this already.
And I'm sitting here helping her with Instagram and social media, and we're talking. And then we get to reunion, I'm like, oh, here we go. It has definitely been that type of friendship for us. But yeah, we text. I just worked with Kandi and Todd.
Yes.
And Kandi and I have had a clearing. And so I would say Kandi, for sure. Angela, of course. Yeah, I think that about and I love Shamia. Shamia,
You want her as a housewife or a friend of?
As a friend. Well.
You want Shamia to be a friend?
I think that, you know, if Shamia could show us her.
I'd rather Porsha be a friend and let Shamia come on and shine. Shamia just has a story to tell that Porsha just doesn't. Like Porsha, she's making up dumbass beats with Drew because she's recording with fucking, what is that man's name that Porsha got the baby by? PJ, the hot dog man. What's his name? Dennis. She's making up storylines to be mad about people for no damn reason. She's mad at Drew. She's mad at Shamia. She's mad at everybody besides her fucking self for fumbling the bag that she's supposed to have with Simon. Like, take your anger out and be mad with your damn self. You messed up your own shit. It wasn't Drew. It wasn't Shamia. It was you, ma'am. You should have a backup plan in case Simon took the shit away. Hell, you should have went back with Dennis because it seemed like you wanted back. Have y'all seen Porsha's YouTube channel? Dennis is on almost every damn episode. She's like dragging this. She didn't want Dennis on this show because she wanted Dennis on her show. I agree. Porsha is fake as her plastic surgery. The door should be closed forever for Porsha. And for anybody on this show, like, why are y'all still dealing with this lady? I do not get it. But let's get into, drop down the comment, let me know what you guys think about Porsha, Drew's cast. Oh, let me tell you what mine will be too. But drop down in the comment, let me know what you guys think about what you guys, who will be your cast for Housewives of Atlanta. I would definitely choose Nene. I would choose Nene and Kenya as my top two people. If you don't have Nene, you don't have Kenya, there's no show. I would definitely do Porsha. Let's do 6. So I would do Nene, Kenya, Porsha, Angela, and I'm gonna do 2 friends of. I would bring back Lisa Wu for 5. And 6. Number 6 would be probably Kelly for me, to be honest. I would let Cynthia be a friend. If Cynthia would be in the capacity as she is in this season as a friend, I would bring Cynthia as a friend. And I would also bring back Phaedra as a friend. So she can hum and ham, and they can cut that shit whenever she just humming and humming. But that would be my cast. I think that would be a really great show. So drop down in the comments what you guys think about that. Who would be your cast, your perfect cast for Housewives of Atlanta? Y'all know what? Y'all gonna hate me for this too. And I would take Angela out, who I would bring, and I know you're gonna hate it. I would put Mia there. All right, let's move on. Before y'all start cussing me out, let's go to this last part that I do have here with Drew and Ralph. So as y'all know, Ralph is supposed to be, Ralph is the housewife of Atlanta at this point. He getting his own confessionals. I mean, the man is fine, I don't mind looking at him. But I'm sick of dragging my girl Drew through the mud. I just really am. Okay, so it said this is from Reality Entertainment. These are messages from Drew and Ralph together. Drew says, "Mama gotta watch her mouth. Don't you remember I saved you after you spent all your husband's money and had nothing? I was your angel then. Things can change fast, doesn't it?" Drew said, "Disrespecting my mother, especially on a public platform, is completely unacceptable. She's simply speaking from a mother's perspective based on what she's witnessed. Please stop the unnecessary negativity and show some basic respect." Ralph said, disrespecting me on a national television show is completely unacceptable. You know, you use me for a storyline every season. I'm getting tired of it. Stop lying and start telling the truth. That goes for you and whoever else you have speaking on my name. Tell the truth or I will. I don't know why, you know, and I hate when women say this about, you know, men, but this is sassy. This is extremely sassy. I ain't want gay men say about heterosexual men too, but Ralph is extremely sassy, and I don't understand the smoke that he has for this woman that he married. It's like, were you okay when you met? Like that? What happened? Did she drug you and like knock you out and make you accept the nuptials? I don't get it. Let's see what the comments are saying. That man can defend himself if he's consistently being brought up. He has a very valid point. She brought him up and into this. He should be able to defend. He's on the show. Lord, may you never bring a Ralph. Listen, new state of New York. Listen, I don't want one. The K Michelle clip. Listen, Ralph really believe he is the main character. Give him a peach with his sassy. So see, I told you it's very sassy. I never thought we'll ever see another Martell from Love and Marriage Huntsville, but here comes Ralph to prove us wrong. So disappointing to watch. It really is. It's almost like this is when I wish Nene was here for this, and she's told Ralph to stop being a bitch. This is who Nene should have told to stop being a bitch. The comments I've seen against Drew, sheesh, y'all really hate women. Any blind man can see that this was an abusive relationship. Also, no one said physical or those that lack reading comprehension. Abuse is not only physical. Very true. She spoke a word here. How does your wife use you for a storyline for a reality television? And this is what I was trying. This is what I would like to know. Like, y'all actually going through this, Ralph? Were you not? Hello, are you home? I don't understand. Like Ralph is like he think he got. I don't know what's going on, with Ralph. I don't. Mia already enough liar. So that listen, I just like I love Mia's. Mia has like lying, but it's not like serious lies, just like dumb lies. I like Mia. Ralph is Martell Ho of Real Houses of Atlanta. I can see that. I never watched that show, but from what I've heard, and word is him and Martell are actually friends. All right, I can see it. Let me where is the group chat? Let me go hang out with Ralph and Martell. Okay. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this stuff going on with with Ralph and Drew Sidora. And to my last point, we are getting to the end of the season, y'all. And there's a question out here that Andy wants to know. Who do you believe will have the biggest arguments? Is it Angela? Is it going to be Shamia and Porsha? Will it be Britt and Kenya? And this is how you end the season. This is how you have a really good season. For those people who hate on this show, to have to even debate on who's going to be sitting in that first chair because so much happened. Bravo, Atlanta. Bravo. Great job. Outside of Britt. Great job. Because I don't know who sits in that chair. I'm going to say not Kelly. I want to say why can't I remember Angela? I'm gonna say Angela. I think Angela was like the jewel. Like we didn't know that we needed Angela until we got her. And I think there's so many layers to Angela still that's unpeeled. I feel like she's like an onion right now. Like we got the surface part. I feel like there's so much more we can learn. I wish Kandi would come back because I think they would have made really good friends on the show, and we would have learned more. I think she was more on the defense this year, and maybe even Kenya too. I think that could have happened. I think her and Kenya would be really good friends. But I would have loved for not so much confrontation with her, but more of getting to know her. We know she could throw shade. We know she's a great cast member on the show, but I would love to know more about Angela, though. I'll be honest with that part. So, with that being said, y'all, I'm about to drop off of here. I know in a couple of hours, at 5 p.m. Central Time, because I'm in Central Time right now, me and Cindy will be here. We will be doing Basketball Wives review. So make sure you guys tune in and read this really quick. Ocean Dreaming. Shamia and Porsha, if Bravo let Kenya go to Union, she would wreck Brett. Yeah, I believe that. Oh, to go to the reunion, she would wreck Brett. Well, they uninvited Kenya, so she won't be there. But you're right, though. She would wreck Brett. Brett would go home crying. She might go home crying and be naked at this point. Okay. But yeah, so y'all tune in. Me and Cindy will be reviewing Basketball Wives Central at 5 o'clock Central Time, which is in 3 hours. So go ahead and take a break. I'm gonna take me a little small nap. I'm loving being able to come back to you guys because I have 2 days off from this training I'm at. Y'all, I graduate on Tuesday. I graduate on Tuesday, and I'm so excited. So I'll be able to come back with more content once I get done. This has been such a straining and draining training. Training. But I am going to be done with it on Tuesday, so I will definitely be able to give more content. Y'all know I love y'all a lot because I'm taking my off days to do this. Even the shows that me and Cindy have done about Basketball Wives, it'll be days I was just extremely tired, but like I'm really going to graduate, and I'm so excited. I'm probably gonna be doing a members only video about what I've been doing, just because YouTube is crazy, and I like to keep my personal business less my people. But yeah, so tune in. In about 3 hours, we'll be here for Basketball Wives review and some hot topic stuff about basketball that's been going on. Thank y'all so much for being here. I know it's the middle of the day. Some of y'all could be anywhere else, but you guys are here with me. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, and telling a friend, sharing. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. All I do is that. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.
I did it. 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 Did it. You did it. I did it.